Hi, good morning, guys. We're about to get ready. Per usual. Should I just stop saying that and just come on and be like, hey? I want to do a look with the Glow palette, but more so, I want to do like a blushy look. And I thought this would go good together. Let's get into it. I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario. What is this called? SurrealSkin Foundation. I have the shade 2N. Everything that I put on my face will be in the description box. And I need a clean foundation brush. I'm gonna do, this is just one pump. I think that might be all I need actually. I shall put a cloth on my leg. Matt and I are doing our day date today. I don't think we're going to stay out too long though, because the weather's supposed to be cruddy. This is a nice foundation. I do like it. I've had one person this morning say they don't want to be included in my giveaway because they already have too much makeup, and that's fine, and it's okay if you have too much makeup. But yeah, that's fine. If you, like that person, don't want to be included, just let me know. But I am only including the people who are active subscribers and who I can see that are subscribed on my end. I'll probably end up drawing the person's name during Easter weekend next weekend, and then getting it mailed out. I can tell on my end who is active, like, because I can see all the comments, and I can see, it tells me, like, for instance, my friend Andy, I've never met her that, but we're friends through YouTube, and she's commented over 5,000 times on my channel. So that's an example. Like, it tells me the exact amount of comments that a person has commented. I think if I was to do the giveaway based on who has commented the most, Andy would win the giveaway hands down. But yeah, it shows like exactly how many comments a person. You don't have to have 5,000 comments. Bless you. But I can see how active you are. Like, there's people, like, they have several hundreds, a couple of thousand. But being active, because some people might think like, oh, that's stupid, you have to show that you're subscribed. Well, yeah, I definitely think you need to, for any like, why would you want somebody random to win your giveaway if they're not subscribed? Secondly, I want you to be active. The reason why I say I need to see that you're an active subscriber is because, well, at this point, when I last checked, I was 540 subscribers. 500 of them probably wouldn't, like, if they won, they wouldn't even know they won because they don't watch my videos, or yeah, like, they would never know. So that's why I say, like, I need to see you're subscribed, but I also need to see that you're active, because I would hate for someone who is subscribed and not active to win, and then they would never know that they won because they don't watch or participate on my channel. So that's kind of like the gist of why I'm saying, like, I need to see that you're an active subscriber, because there's like pretty much 500 people who are subscribed but they're not watching me. Where's my mirror? Sorry. I think I might just put my headband on for a little bit. Those like little flyaway hairs can get annoying. I don't want to spend my time. Oh yeah, can I throw this headband in the wash or no? Because it's got foundation, all of it on here. I just hate to throw it in the wash and then ruin it. Even though it was like cheap, but That foundation is so nice. It's expensive though. You wanna know what maybe I have to go back and look at before I say. But some of the foundations that you would think are not that expensive are on par with Dior foundation. I don't remember if it was the LYS foundation I was looking at or Lawless. I feel like it's a Lawless, at least in Canadian and Canada. I think it's the Lawless foundation. It's pretty much the same price or a little bit more expensive than the Dior, one of the Dior foundations or several. I'm gonna have to go back and look that up, but I was looking and I was like, holy crap, that's ridiculous. I'm gonna use the Tarte Sculpt tape contour. I'm not gonna push any extra product out. I'm just using what's left from the other day. Matt and I did not go out for breakfast this morning. We're gonna probably go another day. Maybe next weekend if he has it off. We'll see. I woke up with gut rot this morning because I decided to make a sandwich from work. And you know, I never learned my lesson. I think the sauces don't like me. Those need to be washed. Oops. They're too dirty for me to want to use them right now. So yeah, I was like, maybe we'll do lunch today or get like a little snack while we're out. But I ended up waking up at like, I think between 5 and 6 o'clock this morning with bad gut rot, acid reflux. My stomach, my belly felt so full. And then we got up this morning. We slept until, what, 7:45? Matt passed out at like friggin'... You went to sleep pretty early, like 9, was it? Or a little...
I think 9:30.
9:30, something like that. And then I was, again, fighting for my life to stay awake. I was watching YouTube, and then I kept being like, whoo, and then like shaking myself back awake. And it was like exactly 11 o'clock, and I was like, wait, I'm going to sleep. Like, why am I fighting to stay awake? You can actually use that if you have it. If you don't have it, do not go out and run out and buy it. I think I need to reiterate. Anyways, one second. Stay on one topic for a second, Tammy. Even though it says contour, I do have cool bronze. I feel like for me, I can just use it as a bronze shade. Like, it says contour on the front, but I feel like I can use it just straight up as a bronzer shade. It's very pretty and lightweight. What I was gonna say was, if you don't have it, don't run out and buy it. I do think if you want something like that, like a liquid, I wouldn't go for... So e.l.f. has ones like this, but they're so messy. I had one of the e.l.f. contour ones like this. Loved it, loved it, loved it, but it was so damn messy. So I don't have it anymore. But an alternative that still is great is the e.l.f. contour and bronze liquids. I have the two lightest shades. So I have fair and fair light. I have backups because I'm worried that they're going to disappear, because I can't stand it when people come out with something and then it disappears. But I would go for those. Secondly, do not let me influence you guys to go out and buy something. I know I have a problem and I'm constantly buying stuff. Trying to... I feel like this month is like, you know, it's too late. But don't let me influence you guys to go out and buy something. Look at what you already have. Or even like go drugstore. You don't need high-end. You don't need indie brands. I don't think even at work, two of the girls are buying a bunch of stuff, and I was like trying to give them alternatives for cheaper products that are good. or if not better than some of the higher end stuff. Like one of my coworkers, she's like, oh yeah, so-and-so went and bought some eyeshadow palettes and I think she got Nars. And I was like, what? Not because Nars is bad, but Nars palettes, as stunning as they all are the same. Some are super pigmented, and the girl who went and bought an eyeshadow palette doesn't really wear makeup. She mostly wears like blush, highlighter, and it's like that clean girl aesthetic that she does. Anyways, it turns out, because I texted her and I was like, what did you get? She didn't get, I'm using this because we're trying to finish this one up. She didn't get Nars. She bought a Makeup Forever eyeshadow palette, and then I went and looked and I was like, okay, she'll be fine with those because they're very, I feel like the Makeup Forever ones that are out, they're very basic. So it should be easy for her to use. But yeah, they like, I'll be like putting on something on my lips, or they'll see my makeup done and like, oh my gosh, like your makeup looks so good, or what are you wearing? And I tell them, and they're like, oh, maybe I want, and I'm like, no, don't. I feel like I don't want to tell them what I'm using sometimes. Because they're just young kids, right? They're like 19, 20, and I don't want them to go spend their money on expensive stuff and then them not like it, and then they're like, oh crap. Because makeup is not cheap. I like that. That's nice. We're going to use the Milani Silky Matte not foundation, powder bronzer. I think I'm going to be using all clean brushes today. I like using we're going to use this one. I knew I washed it. This brush, I think it's from Moda. My friend Chris sent it to me, and I also like this one for powder bronzer. I was trying to get an idea of what they were both trying to look for the Sephora sale too. One of them does have, she is rouge like me, but I don't think she buys a lot of makeup. I'm thinking she does mostly like perfume stuff like that and lip products. But she had a code which she gave to the other coworker, and then I gave my code as well because I don't know anybody who I could give it to. And yeah, I feel like the two of them mostly have just bought well, I know one of them bought a concealer plus a corrector. And I contemplated getting concealer, maybe not even a concealer, maybe a corrector or under eye brightener. What do you guys think? I feel like some days I get up and you can really see this right here and my eyes look puffy, and then other days like today, like you'll see this really bad with me looking directly at you, and then other days like this morning you don't really see it, and it's like, what? Is it because I didn't drink enough water the day before? Like, what is it? Did I have a bad sleep? I don't know. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I don't know if one of them bought a foundation or not, but I kind of want to let them know some recommendations that I give for foundation from the drugstore. But some of the drugstore stuff is on par with Sephora pricing, which is ridiculous. Like, I'm surprised. I know she got 20% off, but I'm surprised one of my coworkers bought a Too Faced mascara because they're like $40. If you're going to use it up, it's fine. But what if even after a few uses, you're like, oh, I don't like it. That would suck. But then I was telling Matt, my husband, last night, sometimes like you gotta buy the stuff in order to know if you're gonna like it or not, because even if people give bad reviews on a product, it doesn't mean that it's a bad product. It just might not work for them. So, and it could work for you. I do know one thing that's sucky, and I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, but my coworker and I were talking about it. I've got points. She has points. There's 2 different Too Faced sets that I wasn't going to get both. I would have loved to have gotten one of them. They have one that's like the 3 full-size mascaras from Too Faced in a bag. I would have loved to have gotten that. And then they have the other Too Faced set, which is 4... Is it 4 of the lip balm, pillow lip balms? Plus a bag. I would have even loved to have gotten that. They sell out so fast, and they're only online. So if you go into Sephora and you have all kinds of points, the only things you can really get is like the $100 points, perks, and then it's limited to what they even have. I think what I'm going to do is just save my points until I can get a $100 Sephora gift card. Or voucher, whatever it is. I've never seen it on there, but apparently once or twice a year you can put your points in to get a $100 gift card. I feel like my brows are kind of wonky this morning. I'm glad I have today off work and tomorrow. I wasn't getting tired, but I don't know. My feet, man. I don't like this one here because I have hairs here, but on this one I don't have hair. I debated getting I could probably get one from the drugstore, like a microfiber brow gel or something that adds some fiber hairs, but I'm worried it would make my brows look bushy. I thought you were making breakfast.
I was.
Are you done? Yeah, see? It's like, where's my hairs? They're not really... I'll leave it there for now before I really mess things up. Okay. I'm going to go in with the Nars Multiple. It's called The Multiple. And I thought I had a brush for this. Did I throw it in the wash bin? Probably. Because I do have a wash bin down there where I'm putting things when I think they get too dirty. We'll see how this brush works for it. If it works at all, it might be too flimsy. Nope, it's working. If you're wondering, because some of you are new, why I always go glowy, it's because I have super dry skin. So even with foundations, if I'm getting a foundation, I want it to be like glowy, luminous, hydrating. Like if it has those kind of names in there, I will buy it. I'm not on the market for foundation right now though, because I'm pretty sure when I double checked my Ipsy BoxyCharm that's coming, I think there's 2 foundations in there. So I'm good for foundation for a while. I have a couple I'm trying to get used up, like some of the older ones, but I'm still like pulling out some of the newer ones to use. Well, if you see me with higher end foundation like the Makeup by Mario or even Hourglass, I didn't go out and spend full price on those from Sephora. I got them from Ipsy. I know I have a KVD. I think it's Good Apple foundation coming. I don't remember the name, but yeah. If you see it, some higher end stuff that I have is not from me going out and buy from Sephora, but a lot of it is. Okay, I put that in there. Okay, we're gonna go in with this blush from e.l.f. Again, everything I use will be in the description box. I know some people are still commenting like too much blush and that's all they put. Well, you know what? To each their own. It's blush. It's my face. I like it. You can do a little, you can do a lot. It's up to you. I sure as heck wouldn't tell somebody else, oh, I think you used too much of this. It's like, do what you want. I'm going to take this brush. Do I want to use this one? No, actually, I'm going to use this one here. Yeah, this one's stained. Yeah, what's too much blush for one person is not too much for another. Some people like to be super blushed. Some people like to be super bronzed, super highlighted. I have a coworker. Some of my coworkers, I don't know if they realize how their highlighter looks, especially when they use a highlighter that doesn't look like it matches their skin, kinda. But again, they like it, they like it. So I would never tell them like, oh, your nose looks silver. It's like the coworker I have who doesn't blend their contour on their nose. It's like some people, they clearly look in the mirror, so they must like it. Just let people wear their makeup how they want to. I like blush. Some days I like it more prominent than others. Okay, I'm just going to take the sponge over the edge. For setting powder today, don't worry, we're not done with blush or highlighter, but I see a blush up there that I don't use, and I kind of use it for decoration. This one here. Do you guys remember when I got this one in a ice cream beauty box? It looks like a kind of like a compass. Very pretty shade. I haven't used it in a while. I'm not going to use it today, but that's pretty, and it does have a mirror. I pretty much have been using this one as decoration up on my thing. I gotta use it. Okay, I need a new powder brush. I think I'm gonna use this one. I'm going to use this one. This is from Profusion. And it is a round tapered powder brush. I don't know why, but I do like to do some of my powdering before I go in with the rest of like highlighter and blush. Put some here because I wear glasses, so I just want to, I clean my glasses off every morning and every night because makeup does end up on them. I guess I'll do my lids too, just in case. How much longer you guys think this is gonna last? I do have another one of that ready to go. That is my favorite face powder. I think one of my coworkers got one of the Huda Beauty loose powders. She didn't get Oob. She got another shade, and I was like, what was it? I don't remember what shade she said she got, and I was like, oh, I heard that one's a good one. And I was like, did you get the powder or press? She said, or oh my gosh, did you get the loose or the pressed? She said loose. She said, and I was like, oh, okay. She mentioned to me that, well, I told her, I was like, my preference is I prefer pressed powders. I don't like loose powders. And she's like, oh, okay. And she said the reason she gets loose powders is because she finds she goes through pressed powders faster and loose powders more slowly. And I was like, okay. Makes sense. Alright. Time for more blush. So we're going to go into Nars. This one is in the shade Impassioned, and it's I'm pretty sure it's matte. I really am liking the Nars matte blushes. They're not for everyone, but they are for me. I like them. I'm going to use... what one do I want to use? That one. I want it to be fluffy, but not... I'm going to use this Wet n Wild one and just see. I like fluffy brushes for powder, but this is Wet n Wild, right? Yeah. Okay. So I can try and keep up on my, that's pretty, cheekbone. This is exactly what I wanted. That's pretty. And I can still see some of the glow, and it's not too pigmented. I hauled out my Nars blushes this morning to look at the colors that I have. I can show you guys. Okay, so we have Impassioned, which is what I just used. You'll see what I seen this morning. We have Orgasm Edge, beautiful color, and I think the ones I have are all matte. We have Gina, love it. Dulce Vita, putting that one to the side because that stands out. Impassioned stands out as well. We have Sex Appeal. And we have Behave. Is there a way for me to show these? You'll see what I seen. I think it's clear that I do kind of have a... I like mauves and pinks, but I also apparently like this color as well. To varying lightness to darkness. What would you consider this? I consider these kind of nude, but kind of peach. Like, do you see? Like, I could see Matt saying, wow, those two are identical. But as you can see, this one's more peachy, and this one's got more pink in it. These two, look at these. This one's more, I don't know. I can see the differences, but I pulled them out this morning. I was like, whoa.
Eyes forward.
Whatever. Eyes forward. Anyways, I never thought I was going to like the Nars formula, but I do like their matte formula. I've had, I'm not really a fan of their glowy blushes or whatever. I find like they're glittery. Am I wrong for thinking that? I feel like they're glittery. I think I'd rather add my own glow because I like glow. I don't like shimmer or glitter. All right, the highlighter that I want to use over this is Haus Labs in Rose Quartz. Love it. This is so pretty. I'm going to use... I might have actually put the highlighter brush. No, it's right here. We're going to put some of this on. Because I'd rather add my own glow. I'll show you guys in the natural lighting later too when I'm done. It's so pretty. Because it blends right in with the color of the blush. And then I'm gonna go just like that, just to make sure it's all blended in there and there's no streaks of the highlighter. Because that's something too, and I think it's because I see other people do it like in person, like at work, not just in the deli, but in general. Some people who I see wear highlighter and I can see like a strip down their nose this way or a strip across. It's like you can see they just went boop and then didn't blend it. Same with their cheeks. Like I see like a straight line across and I'm like, okay. So it makes me wonder if that's how it looks on me. Again, to each their own. Everybody likes wearing their makeup how they like wearing it. So this is the face. Let's do some eyeshadow right quick. I thought the glow palette would be appropriate. I have several other palettes. I'm currently trying to decide on some palettes that I want to do one palette and several looks with, like for a week. Because I'm debating if maybe once a month there'll be one, like at least 5 days in a row where I use just one palette. And then if I get bored with it, of course, I'll do what I've done before and just stop. But I feel like the Ensleyreign Light in Your Eyes palette, I kind of want to do that with that. I've done it already, but what if I create different looks? Like, I don't know. Do I have a palette that's not too colorful that you guys would like me to see me do several looks with? Because I like doing like the colorful looks on days off. All right, I'm going to go into Inner Strength. We'll start with this one. So kind of curious. This is a nice cool tone shade. Putting this on the outer part and blending it in and up. I'm so curious to see what Ensleyreign comes out with next. I do think for Natasha Denona is my favorite. Is Natasha Denona considered indie or no? I don't think she is she? Like, I know Pat McGrath is considered indie, if I'm correct, unless I'm wrong on that too. Is Natasha Denona considered indie? Because my understanding is indie brands are brands that are not owned by other companies or something. Like an indie brand would be, for instance, if I decided to create my own eyeshadow or makeup collection and I did it all on my own without outsiders. Is that correct or no? Like they're independently owned and operated? So I don't know if Natasha Denona is indie or not. Let's say she's not, then she's my favorite eyeshadow palette because they're easy to use. They blend nice. They always look nice, soft, pretty. But I think if for indie, I would say Ensleyreign is probably my favorite for eyeshadow so far. I mean, I probably have the most Ensleyreign for eyeshadow that's indie brand. Okay, I'm not 100% that I like that color. I'm kind of thinking it's a weird color to have in here, maybe. It almost looks... I don't know. Does it... Well, let's finish the look. I don't know if it belongs in here. I'm going to go into this pink one. And a little bit of the green. Green. I'm mixing them, but the green definitely overpowers the pink. At like mint color. Did I show you guys? I'm mixing these two. They're definitely brightening. Okay. I'm gonna go into, I feel like I did that last time. I'm debating if I want to go into this one or this one. Maybe I'll go into this one or these two. I'll go into this darker one first. I don't want to create the same look that I created when I did a quick look the first time I used this. Okay, and then I'm going to go into Confident, which is that darker. I want to do purple. Yeah, I want to go into this one. I can see a piece of dry skin on my nose. There we go. You see how like putting the pink in changes it to purple? Okay. Where's my color switch? Right here. I'm going to go into Prosper, so this light shade right here. This one, I can't remember if that one was shimmery or glowy. I'm going to blend over the edge. With that shade. Okay. I kind of want to do shimmer, I think, before I go in with any other shades. I'm thinking this one here. Because it does have different, it is shifty. At least here, see how it looks like this? But clearly on my eye, it doesn't look like that. That's pretty. That's the shade Soft. Yeah, like even on my, on my finger, you can see. That's pretty. This palette reminds me of like a fairy or a unicorn. Very fun and fresh for spring. Like that is so pretty. So let's go into, I want an even smaller brush. I think I'm going to go into Frequency, which is looks like an indigo blue kind of. And then there is a shade called Balance. I think it looks like it's black, but like a blue black. Can you see that? Almost like navy, but I'm going to mix these two, I think, starting out. Just did a little dip in both. I thought you were cracking open a beer. I was gonna say it's kind of early. Matt and his energy drink.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, if they say. It's hilarious. That's pigmented. I literally just went dot dot. This eye is watering, so it might, man, that shimmer. Ooh. It might look a little off or patchy on this side compared to this side. That is. Those together are so pretty. I wasn't even intending on, I think I was initially, I was gonna do like pinky peach to go with the cheeks, but whatever. I'm starting to feel like a peacock here now. That's pretty. And I'm trying not to rush because I don't want to do a half-assed job and make the eye look like, oh, I don't like how it looks. Because we all know that has happened, and I've ended up taking the eye look off. That's pretty. I do kind of want to bring like, I'm going to mix the pink and the peach and go over the edge of this. Just to soften it up a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this with no extra product on it and just blend out here. That is pretty. Okay, I'm going to go back into the shimmer. The same one. It's crazy how, like, I thought for sure it was going to be like peachy pink, orange, coral, like the shimmer. But it's like the exact opposite once you get it on the lid. I'm only doing one shimmer because I don't think this look needs a second one. Pretty. Nothing extra on the brush. I'm just going to take this and kind of in the middle just to... Now on the lower lash, I want something skin tone color up here because it's looking too whitewashed up there for me. I'm probably just going to grab a little bit of my foundation on a tiny brush. I need some it's looking like super washed out up here. I might not be able to do anything about it though. Yeah, my stomach hurts. Because they are pastels and the shades, they're very brightening. Okay, that looks fine. This brush again, nothing on it, just because I don't want a straight circle around my lids. Okay. What do I want on the lower lash line? I'm like, do I want... There's no neutral shades in here. I mean, there's that, but that's so... I don't know. That color, I don't really like it. I'll use it, but I don't like it. Okay, I'm going to go in Aura first. So, this one... So we don't have to make it dark on the lower part if we want to. I feel like I'm going to have like glammy makeup today and I'm going to be wearing a friggin' hoodie. All right, I'm going to go into, I'm just going to tap just a little bit. Just put it lightly down here. I don't want it dark down on the lower lash line. I like it. So it's like a blue, green, purple. That's so pretty. Okay. I'm going to go back into my blush and highlighter. I'm going to bring it up a little bit so that it hits up a little bit higher on me. Again, to each their own. You do you. I'm going to do me. I know some people can't stand it, but it's makeup. It's not serious. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. What do you guys think? I like it. Not normally I would not do this color. That's pretty. I wonder, is there a way to get the, oh, that is so pretty. At this angle here, you guys can't see, but I can see on the inner part the coral like orangey pink color. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys can see it right here. You can see like in the inner part in the mirror where it's like pink. That's pretty. This is gonna be a fun one. I don't know that this is a palette that I would do like 5 looks in 1 week with, without me bringing in a neutral palette. Mind you, at some point I am gonna bring in a neutral palette to use with this as well, because I also like, I'm neutral so it pops the color. This is a great one, I think, for me to bring in a neutral palette with, to mix with the colorful mattes in here and the shimmers. So yeah, I am still debating though what palette, if I'm going to do 5 looks, 1 palette, what one I want to do that with. And maybe do that once a month. Exciting. Okay, for mascara, I don't even have a lip product picked out. Let's see. Spin it around. I thought I had, where did I put that? I have a Tower 28 gloss that's almost gone that I want to finish up. Same, actually, there's a couple. I have the e.l.f. and the Clarins over there. Those are almost gone. Summer Fridays is there. That's almost gone. There's a Tower 28 gloss kicking around that is just about gone as well. Is anybody else trying to get some products used up so you can just get rid of it and then move on to the next stuff? I don't intend on buying some things right away. Eventually down the road, I just want to where would I have put that? That's like the glaze, In Beauty glaze. One of the, I still can't find my cinnamon bun. That's open. And again, it's almost gone. Let's go for a short distance walk, because I'm pretty sure I did not use it up yet. Oh, who's excited for the new e.l.f. lip butter? I don't know if they're called lip butter bombs or what, but oh, I think it's in here. Not you. Where? What is this? Is it this one? It's lying down, so it's kind of hard. I think it's this one here. This one here is Pistachio. It is a neutral color, but I want to use it. I'm going to spray my face. I don't think I need to, but I want to use these setting sprays up that I have. We'll use the e.l.f. one. I probably will always have a setting spray on me just in case, but this is the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I like how finely mist this is. And it feels nice. I like the smell of it too. I am going to the Dollar Tree today. Someone mentioned like, Tammy, they have fans there. I think it was Rose. Did Rose tell me? Possibly. I really like this eye look, guys. Now, am I too glowy now? We'll let that sit for a second. I'm gonna put this gloss on and then we'll get some mascara on. It's a neutral gloss, so I think I want to keep the focus on the cheeks and the eyes today. Yep, this is the one that's almost gone. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I want to finish this one up. So that will be the lip product for today. For mascara, let's use L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal. This is so pretty. I think I like this L'Oreal mascara better than Panorama. I like Panorama, but did I say I wasn't going to buy this one again? I don't remember, but I think I like this one better. I'm trying to narrow down mascaras as well. I have some favorites. I've already done a favorites video. My favorites video is that I have a lot of favorites. And then there's some things that I've changed my mind back and I keep going back and forth like, oh, I love it too. No, I don't really know. And that's okay. Just because you love something at one point doesn't mean you have to love it forever. Like, you change your mind. It's okay. I am getting hungry. I didn't do my protein coffee thing. Maybe I might record that one day to show you guys. I have a coworker who's now doing it. I gave her some ideas because she's like, Tammy, is there a more affordable way for me to do this? Because she's been going to Starbucks to get her iced coffee or McDonald's, and then she's going into work and getting a protein shake and doing it because she's seen me do it at least once or twice at work. And I told her a more affordable way is go buy a tub of protein powder, and buy a big container of cold brew coffee and just make it at home, or just make iced coffee at home yourself and then do it instead of buying like protein. Pre-made protein shakes are great, but if you want to do it more cost effectively, just buy protein powder. Actually, we have a protein powder here because I'm the only one who really does protein shakes. I've been doing protein shakes for many years. And I like it. I like adding protein powder to oatmeal, adding it to Greek yogurt, making a protein shake, adding it to a smoothie. Although I'm more likely just to take protein powder, mix it with water, and drink it like that. But I've been making matcha and throwing protein powder in it, or making iced coffee and throwing protein powder in it lately. Anyways, she's doing it. All I have to say, there is a protein powder here that my stomach, I'm in the bathroom. It's one of the Revolution protein powders. Some of them my stomach can handle, some can't. I have an iced cappuccino one. I might actually see if she would like that one, because Matt and the kids aren't going to touch it. All right, this is the look. My eyes do look, so I'm going to take a little bit more powder because I feel like now I'm looking, I kept saying that I don't think that e.l.f. setting spray does anything like glow wise, but now I feel like since I sprayed that, I look more glowy. So I'm going to take a little bit more setting powder. I feel like I need a bigger, fluffier brush though. I'm going to use this one. Well, no, I'm going to use this one. This is a Lith brush. I got it from BoxyCharm. Almost right here. I don't really like looking too glowy right here. Oh, all right. The lid on that's broke. That's okay. I'm hungry. All right, this is the look, guys. What do you think? I like it. I think it's very pretty. Do you want to see it in natural lighting?
Too bright.
Yeah, even in natural lighting, I like it. It is, like I said, the shadows are, what do you call it? Pastel, so I do feel like they kind of wash and brighten up my eyes a lot. You see this eye here is watering. But I like it. I kind of want to see in the mirror for a second. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. I know someone's gonna be like, it's too much blush. Yeah, maybe for you, but I like it. All right. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time. That's pretty. You'll see me tomorrow. Yeah, see, I could go from different lighting and then it looks different. Look how big my forehead is and my face. All right. I need to go get some food. Anyways. Yeah, I like it. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Can we see that with the... Yeah, I can see that in the inner corner here. I can see the peachy coral pink. Cheeks are definitely blushed, but it's what I want. Alright guys, thanks for watching and have a good one.